Hi folks, it's Nick here in the chair, and I'm here to distract you with some duff gameplay and reviewing a game. Well, anyway, it's the Atari 2600 this time, a homebrew called Road Blaster, written and published by Steve Engelhardt in 2006. There we go. It's a top-down game. A little bit like, but not really, Road Blasters from the arcades, where this is top-down view, Road Blasters was chase view, and that was Atari 1987. This is 2006, no fuel to collect here or weapon upgrades, it's just survive as long as you can with stuff coming down the screen. Right, I'm this blue car here, it's scrolling quite well, and it's already, this seems like a nice little project. Scores at the bottom, the longer we survive the better. I think we shoot one of the cars, we get some sort of extra health. The car will change colours depending on how much health we've got left. Blue is the ultimate strength, so we need to keep this thing blue. Blue suede shoes, said Elvis, but that's not relevant here. This is a top-down game. See the influence from Road Blasters? Well, maybe not. Seems like there's only ever two cars coming down the screen at any time, level with each other. You could probably avoid them completely by driving around the outside. So getting shot, or having any connection with them on the road spells Doomsville. Look, the car's gone a little orangey colour, so I'm in trouble. Now, you might not know about this game. I can't remember where I downloaded it from, sorry about that, but a Google search will bring it up. The car's gone purple, the next colour they'll go is red, and that means they're delivering serious business. Oh, look at that. You lose a lot of strength if they get hooked on you, because it's one against the other. Score 91,150. If you can beat that, then let me know. I do like that title screen, that is pretty good. I've reviewed a few homebrews on the Atari 2600, but not a great deal. Thrust was one, and Soul of the Beast, based on Shadow of the Beast game. If you know any other good ones, then let me know, and I might give them a run. Also, it's all about seeing the classic games of the era, and also seeing what people can do with the machinery nowadays, every now and again. So we've pretty much seen the whole game, really. It's not that complicated. It's just seeing how far you can sort of like get, and if you have downloaded it, can you beat my mighty score? So this is 2006. Road Blasters, it may or may not have been influenced by that, is 1987. Maybe Steve Engelhardt can comment below and let us know what that is. I'm not sure how many reviews there are of this game, but I've come across it. There are a few different versions as he's done upgrades. I think this is the latest version, but I'm not 100% sure. I think the road either side stays blue, the edges of that. So, try and get your skills. It's all about weaving in your what looks like a Formula 1 car, but aimed with a gun on the front, and that would make, oh dear, it's gone red, so I'm in trouble. That would make Formula 1 a little bit more exciting. I think death's imminent here. Oh, got a bit of health there. Try and get the health crosses. You know it is when you're on the road, where your car's struggling a little bit. You blow up another car in front of you, and suddenly you're restored if you get the health. Right, purple. So it goes orange, purple. Let's see if we can get to the red boys. There they come. Now it's serious, buddy. Now it's very serious indeed. My success is a bit of luck. I don't know if there's anything that happens past red, but we'll see. But I do like that game over sequence too, and the coolness that the car drives away. So there's a lot of class to this game. If it had come out back in the day, it would have been a big hit, I'd imagine. Hurrah! But I don't think they would have got the Road Blasters license, but it's different enough from Road Blasters to go on its own right. As I say, no fuel and no weapon upgrades. Unless there is later on, and I'm just too rubbish to get there. Now, if you watch this far into the video, it might be a case that you like this kind of crazy commentary with stress busting all the way, so hopefully that's helping you a little bit. But please consider subscribing if you haven't already. You don't have to comment on every video, you don't have to comment on any video if you don't want to, although I do appreciate it. If it's helping you in the background, then please do so. Hooray! And that helps the channel grow, and it helps me stay around. If there's massive, I can't emphasize this enough, the competition on YouTube is huge. There we go. Right, we'll keep going. We'll keep going as we drive along this road. You can't go up and down the screen if you're wondering why I'm not moving up and down like Spy Hunter. You can only go left and right. So left and right and shoot, and that's it. That's your bag. Maybe what might have been nice if they did another upgrade is if you can go up, not the whole screen, maybe up a couple of inches or down a couple of inches. That'll make it a little bit more interesting, I suppose. But that's nitpicking on what is a good idea, executed well. Can't remember anything quite like this on the Atari 2600 at the time when I've gone through back catalogues and looked at various ones. So well done there. 2006, baby. A long time after the Atari 2600 was initially released. Right. So sounds okay, moves quite smoothly, it's not flickering at all, which a lot of the 2600 games do, so hopefully that's coming across on the video. Massive thank you to the members, not compulsory by any means, but you can spare at least a couple of pounds. You can join on the lower level, get 1,000 people on that, and then of course I'll be full time, and then happy days that would be if it ever happened. £2, that's not much. What about if 1 million people join? That'd be £2 million a month. Well, then that would go well. The channel will change beyond reason then, but I'm getting beyond myself. It's getting noticed in the first place. I've been doing this quite a while, and it's still tricky wicky. But anyway, hooray, Road Blaster. If you're a professional Road Blaster, look at that score, 155,000. Now, if you're a professional Road Blaster, blasting cars every day, then let us know in the commentary below what's your average day and how much you get paid. £8 million a second or less than that? It's in the future at some point, we don't know where. I mean, if this was my road to work, I would consider taking maybe another route. I think the bus might have a bit of problem with all these things firing at us. But the score we need to beat is 155,000. We reviewed quite a lot of Atari 2600 games, mainly classic games of the era. If you want to get to there, they're all in the playlist. You get there, you click on my username, it takes you to the channel page, unless YouTube have changed it since this video was created. There'll be a playlist tab, and the Atari 2600 games will be there, along with a list of other systems that we currently do. And some we don't do anymore. PlayStation 3 we don't do anymore. Game Boy Advance, there's about over 100 there, we don't do them anymore. But yes, they come and go. Spectrum is the main one. Commodore Amiga, Mega Drive at the moment, although I might switch that to Master System at some stage, I do not know. Right, Biff, be good to see 8-bit, wouldn't it? How it goes back. A lot of classics there, a lot of classics. Right, come on Nick, keep blasting. You've got this, man. Let's get to the red cars. I'm doing a bit of weaving now. I'm using the false. Car's gone yellow. Oh, car's gone red and it's car. See, never say, in a commentary, never say you're doing well, because it'll all go wrong and snap back in your face. Like the elastic on your underpants. Mind you, that'd be a hell of an accident to have a tight elastic on your underpants snap so bad it hits you in the face. Anyway, it could happen. You never know. Could happen. Don't know. Might do. I turned away from the microphone then. I shouldn't do that. Talk into the microphone, big nose. Right, I'll try. Right, up we go. Orange cars first of all. I mean, is it addictive? I don't know. I feel like I'm never going to get past those red cars. And like Afterburn, I do feel like once the red cars turn up, my success is random as I weave across the screen, also at random, just shooting. It's not rapid fire here. You can only shoot one until it goes off the screen or makes contact, and then that's it. So taking out both cars at the same time is a little bit tricky. The thing that you shoot is always the same colour as your car, but that's to be expected with the limitations of the machinery. But yeah, you know, it's moving smoothly enough. It gives you what you want. It feels a bit like a game maybe you might have had on a watch at the time. That sort of thing, some LCD thing, the simpleness of it. But it's there. Left, right, fire, and that's it. No reams of instructions on this one. Oddly enough, you don't blast the road at all. You just blast the other cars. So no potholes here, no road blasting, no sand blasting. My car's glowing there, which often means Doomsville is imminent. Doomsville is imminent. Doomsville city limits. Yes. I think shall I have one last go? I think I'll have one last go. It does sort of like demand it. 132,000. So I haven't beaten my high score of 155,000. I was flying then. What a score. At least I occupied all of the 6 digits in my score. That's pretty good going there. So I don't know what the story is. Probably some Mad Max apocalypse, and we need to get to some destination, and all these people are stopping us. It goes on forever, like Temple Run on iOS, that Apple app. I did review that quite a few years ago when we have reviewed a few, not a lot, of iPad or iPhones or apps from the Apple Store. Not a great deal, probably just a handful if you want to check those out. There's a pinball game as well called Pin Out. I think Micro. There's a Star Wars one. There's a few. But where did that other car come from? Right. So the score we're trying to beat is 155,000. Gotta love these old games and the new games created with the old machinery. I always wondered, those cartridges that come out in the original Atari 2600, how did they make those? How did they program those? And arcade games in general, were they made on a computer, then converted to a cartridge? How did that work? It's beyond my control. Some bright spark might know, but it might be hard for you to put it in, because as soon as I see a comment that's more than about, well, it's a huge paragraph long, I tend to just wish over it and disappear. But anyway, never mind. Such is my attention span, and attention span of people in general. Let's get a good score. So 155,000, we just crossed over 40,000. Biff. I do like comments on old videos as well, so if you're going through the old playlist, say hello. They're all old games. Sometimes they're old reviews as well. Right. It's just knowing what triggers they have. Sometimes you shoot one car and the other one just disappears straight away and turns into the hell thing like it did there. A lot of the enemies in games get killed more than the hero, but a lot of heroes die too. Orange purple. I don't know what other stuff Steve Engelhardt's done. He might have done a few other homebrews for all I know, or stuff on other systems. The game's of a sort of like quality which seems to suggest he knows what he's doing. Yeah, it doesn't look like a first game at all. It looks like something where someone's done other stuff before. So I'll be interested to find out that sort of thing too. It's a bit where someone tells me I've already reviewed stuff by him, or he had a part on, but there we go. Boom, boom, boom. So I think we will leave it there. I enjoyed it for what it was. It was quite simple, but it was executed really well and gave you a bit of an idea of a top-down Road Blasters. So yeah, good stuff. I liked it. So hope you liked having a look at that one. That was Road Blasters, a homebrew by Steve Engelhardt, if I've pronounced that right. Apologies if I haven't. In 2006. Got any comments about this game, similar games, anything retro, or indeed homebrews, then put that in the comment section below. You're always more than welcome. Until next time, take great care of yourself and a very fond goodbye.
Goodbye.